Why don't men woo women anymore?
Why do you think men say that they don't want to date women with children?
Men only want one thing. High-value men are going extinct.
What the heck happened to guys chasing girls?
What if the biggest change in modern dating isn't that people can't find love, but that more people are choosing to stay single? Why are some men saying they're done with dating? Why are fewer people rushing into marriage? And what does this mean for the future of relationships? Stay with us until the end, because the final reason behind this shift is something almost nobody saw coming.
If you're not dating for marriage, like, what are you dating for?
Well, do you think you can't have a lifelong girlfriend and have kids?
No, I think that's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because why would you stay with someone but not also just go ahead and marry them then if you plan on staying with them forever? Like, what's the problem?
Well, I mean, this is the solipsism. So you're saying, why would a woman do that? I get for you, maybe you don't like the deal, but I think it's a better deal for me to not get married. So convince me that I should get married.
Because you want to date other people, like, in your lifetime? You don't want to, like, just only be with one person?
Do I need to get married to stay with somebody for the rest of my life?
No.
Okay.
Are you worried about the liability or repercussions?
Yes.
So you wouldn't.
I am concerned about the liabilities.
So you wouldn't love somebody enough to make that commitment?
I can just reverse this onto you. Why can't she love me enough to not get married?
I guess.
So your argument falls apart.
Modern dating has become one of the most debated topics on the internet. Every week, new videos and discussions claim that more men are stepping away from dating and marriage.
Why aren't men getting married anymore? It's not because they hate love or they're against love. It's because the system is actually stacked against them. In 1960, 72% of adults were married, and today it's barely 50%. And among men under 30, it's pretty much nowhere. Here's why. Divorce courts, they'll take all of the man's money, they'll take the kids, they'll take the house. 90% of child custody goes to women, and men pay millions in child support and alimony every year. Then there's the happy wife, happy life culture where men sacrifice everything to keep the peace. Meanwhile, if a man wants traditional roles, it's labeled as toxic. So men naturally ask themselves, what is the upside? And for a lot of guys, there isn't one. It's not that men in general hate commitment. They hate commitment to a system that is designed to punish them for existing. Till marriage becomes a partnership and not a legal liability, men will continue to keep saying, no thanks. Do you think men are right to walk away from the thought of marriage, or do you think that marriage is still worth it? Let me know in the comments.
Some say dating has become too stressful. Others believe rising expectations, bad experiences, and constant rejection have made many people lose interest.
What the heck happened to guys chasing girls? No, like, seriously. I love asking couples and friends that I come across on how they met their boyfriend, and literally every freaking person just says, oh, on a dating app. What the hell happened? What happened to guys like being so obsessed with a girl that they see? They have an instant connection, and then girls play hard to get, and then the guy does anything in his power to win that girl over. Where the hell are these stories? Like, my dad chased my mom for so long, and literally every single one of my friends, especially the European ones, all of their dads chased their moms. I literally never hear these stories anymore. It's so sad.
Money is also changing the conversation. With higher living costs and financial pressure, many people are focusing on stability before relationships.
If I was a lazy, unambitious, boring man, of course I'd be pissed the dating game has changed. Are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me back then all I had to do was simply get a job, and that I could have my own personal housemaid that was completely under my financial control. I could have as many kids as I wanted. I could have sex with her whenever I wanted to. I could treat her any which way I wanted to because she had no other choice because she can't leave me. All I had to do was work a job, work a 9 to 5. Oh my God. Now you're telling me I actually have to be a good person, to have a good personality, person that a woman wants outside of them relying on me as their lifeline? What? Are you kidding me? Do you know how much work that is to self-reflect and build my personality? Of course, if you're a man like that, of course you think the dating game has got worse. Are you kidding me? You got so many perks back then. It must be a real bummer to you that today, in society's eyes, women are actual human beings, just like you. The cake is that back then, I could cheat on my woman however many times I wanted to, sleep with whoever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. And that woman would never leave me because she couldn't. She couldn't. Are you kidding me? Now I have to be faithful. Now I have to be a good person. Now I have to have a personality. Oh my fucking God. Like, forget about it. Of course, I'm gonna bitch and moan about the women today and how they aren't like high quality women back then. The dating game has changed because it's such bullshit now. Of course, I would complain. Of course, I would.
Dating apps promised endless opportunities. Instead, many users complain about ghosting, short conversations, and emotional burnout.
You know, Tim, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little confused and concerned as to why, if you cannot ruin a woman's day, if she does not let me ruin her day, this is why you're not dating. That's concerning. I mean, genuinely. So I made a TikTok yesterday and it said that you should never let a man ruin your day because they're not worth it. And if you actually go back and listen, I said nobody is worth that. And I genuinely mean that, woman or man. No one should have that much power over you that it ruins your day if they don't act the way that you want them to act or react to you or treat you or whatever. They should not have that much power over you. And I die on that hill. But I got a lot of mean messages from men who were mad that I said that a woman should not let him ruin her day. And I'm like, this is proof. They want to ruin our day. They're actually pissed if we do not let them ruin our day. So, don't let them, ladies. This is all the proof you need. Thank you, Tim.
Social media has changed expectations too. Perfect relationships online often make real-life dating feel more complicated than it actually is.
Men only want one thing, and it's to sleep around. They don't want commitment. They don't want a relationship. Men who lead pretty much don't even exist anymore. High-value men are going extinct. What happened to romance? What happened to chivalry? What happened to all the good men? I am so sick and tired of hearing that exact speech from women all over social media. And what I'm about to say might hurt a little bit, but here it is. When a woman talks like that, it tells me something. The kind of men she chooses, the kind that she's attracted to, and the kind that she keeps ending up with are all exactly like that. So naturally, that's all she believes exists. Her view of men has become limited by her own choices. It's not that all men only want one thing. It's that the men that you keep choosing only want one thing from you. You keep putting yourself in situations where they can use you, and then you adopt the victim mentality. Here's the irony. When a genuinely romantic man shows up, you get the ick. He opens the door and you get offended because you're an independent woman. He offers to pay and you see it as manipulation, so you insist on splitting the bill. You say you want a man who leads and provides, but the moment he actually tries, you switch to, I don't need a man, girl power mode. We are the ones discouraging those men. Then we blame them for all of it. Maybe your father wasn't present. Maybe you never saw a healthy relationship modeled. Maybe you're carrying wounds that you haven't dealt with yet. Because when someone talks this way, it usually means that there is some healing left to do, and that's okay. Fix that. And guess what? The type of man that you allow changes completely. Good men exist, but we have to reward that behavior instead of calling it the bare minimum. Heal first. Go to therapy before giving yourself just to anyone. Not all men are the same. Usually the real issue is you haven't developed the discernment to choose differently.
Some men say they're choosing peace over chasing relationships. Others simply want to focus on their careers, fitness, businesses, or personal goals.
What is up with these older men that do not want to commit? They're pushing 40, they don't know what they want, they're balding, they act like they can get a stallion, but sweetie, no, that your next date is going to be from the nursing home.
This very short video actually brings up quite a few things because firstly, she's talking to a man like trying to put him down, similar to how a woman would try to put a woman down with like saying that he's balding, right? She's like attacking physical features that might be declining a little bit by the time he's 40 and he's getting older. But it's so clearly a woman's take because that is not the most important thing about a man, okay? A man's looks or the fact if he has hair or doesn't have hair, that is not the most important thing. It's not even the most important thing about women, but women that are shallow and they're so focused on looks, the outside appearance, they...
It's not weird at all. It is, in fact, what a lot of women out there had been asking for. So, if you don't like the fact that men aren't obsessed with women anymore, well, I guess you know who you need to talk to.
At the same time, many women say finding compatible partners has become more difficult. Changing expectations on both sides have made modern dating feel more challenging for many people.
I posted a video about guys not knowing what they want in their 30s, and let me tell you, the comments have me like shook. The amount of men saying that they don't want to get married because they don't want to have to take care of a woman is like absolutely mind-blowing to me. Like, love is dead. It's dead.
For anyone that has listened to men in the last decade, this should not be surprising. Because let's face it, ladies, men are no longer to expect anything from a woman in marriage. Because when they talk about expectations, especially on social media, they get put through the ringer. And that has leaked into the real world. Like, men have a lot to lose when it comes to relationships, especially marriage. They are expected to give without requiring or wanting or asking for anything in return. A lot of men that have experienced that feeling in a real life relationship that he's been through, he has decided to remain single rather than put himself through that again. And honestly, what he sees on social media just reinforces that. It's really only until he finds a good woman in real life, he finds that unicorn, that will ever be broken down. And that does happen occasionally. But for the rest of the guys, they would rather be single.
Why don't men woo women anymore? Like when girls are like, wow, I'm really into him. Because every time I go on a date, it's just like thoroughly disappointing and lacking in effort. And it's not about like money or anything like that. You don't have to put money in. It's just making a girl feel like you actually care about her. And like I hear stories from like the older generations about their dating life, and I'm like, yeah, that just doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if it's like dating app culture, hookup culture, whatever, but men don't woo women anymore. Why?
Does this mean marriage is disappearing? Not necessarily. Many people are simply taking more time before making long-term commitments.
Do you know why men do not date and take girls on dates anymore? Yeah, I know the reason. Do you want to know? Yeah, because dating apps, first of all, we are easily replaceable by the swipe of a hand. Second of all, I know a few girls that are doing the same thing. They go out every weekend and message guys off their dating apps, so-called, to get wined and dined. When we find this out, we do not want to take you on dates anymore because we don't trust you. We don't know what you are doing. We don't know if you've just been wine and dined from last week, from the week before, from other guys that you were talking to. Yes, we are probably talking to other women at the same time. You are also talking to other men. So this is why we do not want to take you out on a date, because we expected the highest rank. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And you were just expected to get wined and dined and then go, sorry, we just weren't compatible. And then on your Instagram the next day is like, why are all men the same? You've just been wine and dined for the last 4 weeks in a row, and you don't want. This is why we don't want to take you on dates.
When are you gonna propose to me?
Why would I give you half my shit?
But like that's like what a marriage is about, like having me having some of your stuff.
Yeah, no, but like right now when we get in an argument, we figure it out because you need me, right? But if we're married and we get in an argument, then you're just gonna leave me, and then you'll be worth like 500 grand. So why would we get married? Right now, if we don't get married, then we'll never break up.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
You're hot, I'm rich, so we both need each other.
Okay. Valid.
Yeah.
Perhaps this isn't the end of dating. It could be the beginning of a new era where people value compatibility more than rushing into relationships.
Being a hopeless romantic leaves you extremely vulnerable. This idea that you are going to be different, or you are going to find the outlier, you're going to find the needle in the haystack amongst all of these men, that you are the special one, puts you in a vulnerable situation that you will have to encounter all of the horrible men before you find your Prince Charming. Kiss all your frogs before you find your knight in shining armor. This is exactly what the system wants us to believe. This is why we are continuously spoon-fed media to have women believe that romance is real. Romance is not real. Romance is a fantasy created for men to get closer to them when they had no tangible assets to offer, no resources to offer. This is a really, really sad truth, I think, for a lot of women, specifically like young girls who want to have that fairy tale, who want to get married, who want to have the wedding, who want to have this family because we've been believed we want those things. And if they can keep us believing them, then we'll continue to try and try and try. No matter how many times we get knocked down, we won't learn our lesson because in the back of our minds we go, that that fairy tale exists. I should have access to that. And that just leaves you extremely vulnerable for these men to be able to take advantage of you in the name of romance. They're liars, they're actors to get what they want and put you in the position that you trust them. Do not trust men if they have not proven that they are trustworthy. They do not get the benefit of the doubt.
I get a lot of long-term relationships, women get to the point of like, it's not romantic anymore, he doesn't take me out anymore, and the guy is just like, I don't know what to do, I guess I can't do anything right. And I have a theory on why this is. Men's idealized romantic visions for themselves are like peace and stability and comfort. And I think women's romantic idealized versions for themselves are like passion and excitement, maybe a little bit of danger, but like nothing too crazy. I believe this because when men start talking romantically, what they imagine you doing is they're like, hey, I can't wait until you can come over, we can just like watch TV together and like drink some beers. And like this is what they say when they have a crush on you. When they like legitimately have a crush on you, they start fantasizing about like non-sexual things they can do with you at home. And when women have a crush on you, they're like, I want to do this with him, I want to do that with him, I want to go all these exciting places with him, I want to kiss him in the rain. Obviously this is not every woman or every man ever, like everyone's an individual that has like their own romantic fantasies, but I've noticed this is a disconnect and conflict that like most straight couples tend to run into at some point. What's the solution here? I can only speak for myself, I can only speak for me personally, but I'm just gonna find someone who doesn't like peace that much. I will never be a man's peace.
So, what's really happening? Are more men genuinely walking away from dating? Or is social media making the trend seem bigger than it really is?
I was just talking, I'm getting absolutely flamed online right now, by the way, because I just talked about the phenomenon of men getting in the relation, like they're pursuing really hard and they're trying really hard and they're showing you all this effort. And then the relationship starts, like the real relationship. And all of a sudden, all effort's gone. It just tanks. There's no pursuit anymore. There's no like small gestures. Like they become, they give you this really high effort version of themselves. And then that's not actually what is in the relationship. Like it was kind of a bait and switch, which I think is very, very common.
Why do you think men say that they don't want to date women with children?
Who's men?
A lot of men say that.
I'm not a lot of men.
Touche.
I think another problem we have in this world is we value or devalue a person's opinions. Like, why do you care if a guy says he don't want to date a woman with children? Why do you care? I don't. That's your opinion. That's your thing. I'm not going to try to fight you on it. We need to get back to where this is white. No, it's off-white. This is white. Not you say it's off-white, I say it's white. You don't agree with me, now I'm calling you stupid. Like, you say it's off-white, all right, we ain't got to agree, we move on. Like, the key word that people need to bring back into reality is respect. If a guy says he can't date a woman without children, I'm not going to disrespect him. Motherfuckers too. Like, hey, that's you. And I think we care too much. And I don't know why we care too much.
That's a fact. So you being as successful as you are, everybody, I have to tell you a funny story. My nephew, who is 6 years old, his name is Conan. Conan plays a game called 2K, and you are on that game.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
No, I had to think. I was like, do I know any black people named Conan?
He's only 6.
I don't care if he's 60. I'm like, that's historic. What's his last name?
Keith.
Oh, he's going to be somebody. I already know.
Conan Keith.
Oh, that name is classic.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn. Do you think modern dating is becoming harder for everyone, or are people's priorities simply changing? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more videos like this.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.